I'm here.
That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. I thought Skype was just like you can only do Skype, you know, and that's what I didn't realize.
Yeah, I think for free you can do Skype to Skype, but if you pay for it, you can call any phone.
Oh, I see. How much do you pay for Skype?
I think it was like $3 a month. It's pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can call anywhere in the world?
There is a world plan that's more expensive. I just got the Canada and U.S. plan.
That's nice.
Am I too loud over there or anything?
Oh, it's perfect. Actually, it's perfect.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So how you doing?
You live in New York City, is that right? In Manhattan?
No, not in New York City. I live on Long Island.
Oh, okay. Do you work in the city, or what do you do out that way?
No, I work on Long Island in the Hamptons, Hampton Bays.
Oh, really? So you're all the way to the very end?
Yeah, from like an hour and a half, 2 hours from the city.
Yeah. What do you do out in the Hamptons?
I work at like a family-run CVS type place, a pharmacy.
Oh, you told me that. Yeah, that's neat. I bet that's a beautiful area to live in.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm not a big beach guy, but it's a nice place to be.
Mm-hmm. Are you in the exclusive part of the Hamptons, or I guess whenever you say the Hamptons, that's always yeah.
It sounds ritzy, but no, that's more like Southampton.
I see. So the Hamptons, yeah. So there's several areas to the Hampton area, right?
Yeah, there's many different areas. Yeah.
I see. Oh, so the Southampton is the exclusive.
Southampton, that's where all the celebrities are. They got their houses over there.
Yeah. Southampton. Yeah. Well, go ahead and shoot away with some questions, and then I'd be glad to Skype with you if you want. And
all right. I wanted to ask you more about your life since Best Worst Movie came out, because pretty much everything about Troll 2 has already been covered.
Right. Exactly right.
Well, I wanted to know what impact has Best Worst Movie had on your life? Do you get fans coming to the dentist to get work done?
Let's see. This phone's ringing. Let me hold on for a second. Let me get that, and then I can get set straight. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I've got a 17-year-old, and we don't know where she ended up last night.
Oh, no.
She didn't let us know. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You know how that goes. I don't know I don't know how old you are, but
no, I'm only 24, but I know how that goes further.
Her boyfriend's 25. Lily is 17, 18, and that's where maybe you see her, and I think Lily was 14 when we filmed that, or 13, and now she's 17, but she looks 25, easy. But yeah, and speaking of that, one of the things that Lily and I did, Lily, my daughter, and I flew up to Brooklyn, and we shot a film with a fellow named Kevin Hamadani, who directed and produced a film called Zombies and Mass Destruction, and he is now written and directing a new film called Junk, Junk, and so Lily and I have cameo in it, and Lily was also in the scene with me So it's exciting to see that that's coming out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that
so
on IMDb. I saw that, and there's the Ghost Shark one.
Yeah, it's Ghost Shark 2, Urban Dog. Yeah, these are just one-day shoots that take 4 or 5 hours, but they're cameos, you know, and so I'm getting a few phone calls here and there for people that want to, you know, to do that. And
That's
it's
cool.
so funny. Even people have been tweeting that they're looking for Dancing with the Stars, and they want.
Oh, that would be great.
You know, people that that know Best Worst Movie in Troll 2 or wanting to try out for that or whatever.
So you're saying to get out there more with acting.
Mm. Well, you know, I had my general dental practice still in Alexander City, and there's some talk. You know, Michael Stevenson's been approached with some different. Mike just keeps you know, his profession is basically Magic Stone Productions, which is what made Best Worst Movie. So he's got the ball rolling in several other things. Some things are cooking. Let's just say that with Michael Paul Stevenson.
Nice.
He's got some other things going there in Los Angeles that he's trying to keep me in tune with, which is fun. You know, I mean, I'm up for it. You know, it's fun. I mean, I feel like life's too short. That's why at the end of Best Worst Movie, when they asked me would I ever do Troll 2 Part 2, of which, by the way, we found out that might be. They're looking at the Italians are looking at doing that this summer. So
really,
yeah.
Oh wow,
isn't that something?
that would great.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that. I'm gonna be in that.
Oh yeah. They'd have me in there. Yeah, I'm sure that Rosselli's writing a part for me.
Do you know anything about like the story or about what it's gonna be about?
I don't know. It's something about a hamburger. I'm the owner of a hamburger meat packing company.
All right. I like.
Yeah. I don't know. It has something to do with meat, though. That's all I know.
No bog.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. You know, it's just something like that.
That's fun.
Oh my gosh, I'll tell you, it's really amazing though. This whole thing with this documentary and Troll 2. You know, I just got this from Oxford, England. It's gone from Jameson Workman today on my iPad. It says, I just saw the documentary Troll 2, the documentary Best Worst Movie in Troll 2, and my wife tells me you're filming more movies. You have 2 huge fans in Oxford, England. Isn't that something?
Nice. Yeah,
people
love, like people don't even know Troll 2 still love best movie.
I know, they really do. I think it's getting around. I think people are starting to really, you know, and I'll have to say, I feel it's frustrating for us, you know, I mean, it's been frustrating for Michael Stevenson because he's gotten so much acclaim for the documentary. And, you know, I think it's 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know, which is incredible rating. And Michael said he thinks it would have even been higher, but for some reason we kept getting kicked back to 2009 on Rotten Tomatoes. So somehow, I mean, he's made 5 or 6 phone calls to Rotten Tomatoes and said, hey, wait, this is actually, you know, a film that came out in 2010 for the viewing public. And yes, it was in the festivals in 2009, but, you know, and then we did all the Academy run for you know, you just don't even know the details that go into running for, you know, we were asked to run for the Academy Awards and the Independent Film Awards, and it takes time and money to do those things, and especially, you know, the one requirement for the Academy is to show your film in New York and Los Angeles for 7 consecutive nights, of which we did, of course, and then, you know, the Best Worst Movie was shown in about 80 cities in the United States and Canada combined, and on a festival run. And it was just so many people the critics wrote, you know, we were shunned when we weren't up for the documentary award for the Academy, you know. They've announced the top 15 and we didn't make it. Yeah.
No, you shade it.
I think it's that great a documentary.
Absolutely,
really
it's probably the best documentary I saw last year.
I know. Even Roger Ebert, this past week put us in the top 10.
No. And that's the thing. It's like I'm sure he's a troll too, but even he loved it.
Exactly. So really, like you just said, you don't really have to watch best worst movie in order. I mean, you don't have to watch Troll 2 in order to see best worst movie.
Well, that's the best documentaries. It's more about people than is even the subject.
Exactly. Yeah, it's about my life and others.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of it's kind of been a little frustrating on our end because you want one of the things that you want acclaim from it, which we've gotten, but for Michael's sake, he just did such a good job on directing of the film. He's a perfectionist, and so our documentary was shot in 28 cities and 8 countries over about a 4.5 year period with 420 hours of footage. So, that takes
a lot of work.
A dedication,
Yeah, it's even on IMDb. It's listed 2009.
I know, exactly. Yeah. It's actually 2010.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they do on that as far as that goes.
That's always been a gray area with kind of horror movies and stuff like that. Where they come out festival one year, and then this year they come DVD. Nobody's really sure what real release it is.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
I wanted to ask you about horror conventions. Have you done more of those since that one show on the documentary?
No. That was just we were just throwing a lot of things in the pot when we made Best Worst Movie, and going here and there to just find the fans, and so that experience in Dallas was, when I went through that whole thing where you see me going through in Best Worst Movie, saying, hey, that was like day 3 of sitting there for 8 hours, and I just got at one point I just thought, I feel filthy, and just like I want to get the heck out of here.
I think a lot of horror fans that long way.
Oh, I think so too. A lot, definitely. You're right.
Postings, and I got friends who have said that it seems kind of out of character.
Yeah.
Totally understandable. They've been there the weekend.
Yeah, people don't understand that. They don't. I mean, a lot of. I didn't mean to offend anyone, especially that. And I think what Michael also was trying to do, well, not trying to do, but he was trying to capture, because with 440 hours of footage or whatever, and you throw that in there on the horror stuff, the thing about that is what I think Michael was trying to do was capture that part of me that people probably don't see. Mr. Nice Guy kind of guy. He's always cheery and happy. So I think you were able to see a different side of me.
I think it did perfectly capture that.
Yeah, I think so.
Is there a lot of stuff at the convention where fans were coming up to you a lot that we get to see?
No, they really weren't. They really weren't.
Yeah, I think you got unfair reputation of horror conventions, though.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Because I go to these things all the time. I'm a big horror convention guy.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't that anybody was offensive at all. It wasn't that at all. It's just that we were sitting there and no one knew. People didn't even know about Troll 2. I mean, maybe 2% of the horror fans. I thought, we kind of went, what the heck? What's going on? I mean, now I think it'd be different. Definitely with the documentary, and Troll 2's had a huge resurgence. If I went back to a horror convention, people would know about Troll 2 most likely now, I would think.
Do you think you will go back at any point?
I don't know. I mean, the intent of what we did was to film that, to capture that essence of the horror fans, there's the only reason I'd probably go back is not of interest, but if somebody invited me to come back, maybe, I would do that,
Yeah.
So, I've got other things on my plate that I do, in my life, and I'm not a horror fan. It's the same thing with comic. Like if I was invited to go to Comic-Con, I'd probably go, because there are great things about it. And I've heard, great things about horror films too, so, but I don't know. That's why I kind of thought, what's this all about, Do people go, do some of these actors go and sit and wait for, autographs so they can just make money, and they just sit there for something they did 20, 30 years ago? You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of why I don't know.
It's just not your thing.
Right.
All right. But a lot. There's one in my Jersey called Monster Man. That's really good.
Oh, I'll bet.
I
bet they are.
It's a good play. Everyone just is really nice, and it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was interesting talking to some of the other actors from some of the, I mean, by that time I was just bored, and you've also got to understand too, the cinematographer and the editor combined, she had the same role. Katie Graham is just, Katie is hilarious, and she is just one of those off the edge kind of funny person, and she was following me around, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to clown it up with her. The same thing with when I was there in, Birmingham, England, filming for, the memorabilia thing. I mean, 3 or 4 days of shooting, plus going all the way over to England, plus taking all those T-shirts, and 8 people. It's kind of a nightmare, really. It was.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
So have you had like fans come to the dentist office to get done now that Best Move come out?
Oh yeah. I have. Yeah, actually, people have come from, Auburn and other places, and I've had people people will Facebook me and, can I come by and have an autograph and things like that. But they don't come for dentistry too much.
Oh, see, at work I need, and I'd like to come and get some work done.
Oh, come on down. Yeah, you can come down. You're certainly welcome. Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah, I got a few cabs. I got a few cabs.
Yeah, I'm glad to help you out.
Have you seen the first Troll? I know it's got to do.
Yeah, I did. I saw Troll, the original Troll. Probably it came out in 1987. Troll 2 was in 89, and I saw Troll probably in 91, 2, 3, maybe after. I think I saw Troll in about 91, 92, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just thought this is a mysterious film, and I felt like, well, I kind of see some tie-ins with Troll 2 and Troll a little bit. There are a few things that seem to kind of coincide. Maybe did Rosella? Did she get some of that from Troll 2 or what?
There's got to be a reason it was named Troll 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
In the document, you seem to be kind of torn between your dentistry and this desire that you had in your life to be an actor.
Yeah.
So, if you had a chance to go back in time and put all that money and time acting, you put in dentistry, would you do that?
You know what? That is a great question. No, that's really probably. And this is probably interview number 500 for me, and I'm not kidding, for everything that we've done. But nobody's really ever asked me that question before. And, fate has its way. It's kind of a hard question to answer because, just things just panned out for me. I don't know. You look at the reason I say I don't know how I'd feel about that is this. Sure, I think it would have been a great opportunity for me to done some more acting. And like I say in Best Worst Movie, I really would like to have had another shot at acting, or tried that. But then a lot of it too is just fate. You have 1 or 2 maybe big films, and then maybe that's it. That kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure Michael Keaton's doing more things these days. I don't know. I think he's doing some voiceovers for films and all. But where is he now? What's going on with Michael Keaton, who was,
Yeah, I don't heard much about him.
I'm sure he's back doing something, or maybe he doesn't have to work anymore. He probably doesn't, but and maybe he does. You don't know. But I would think it'd be pretty doggone hard, and I don't know too many actors that have really long. It doesn't seem to me too many big name actors, for the most part, have really long fulfilled lives. It seems that they age quickly when I see them on screen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really a healthy way to go about, the fame thing, But no, I think it'd be fun. I've enjoyed being back in front of the camera again, especially with these 2 cameo spots that I've done. It's been an awful lot of fun. And if someone were to ask me to do something again, or Troll 2 Part 2 comes about, if I'm able to juggle it with my dental practice.
I was thinking, how would you off like being a big one where you would have to take off?
Yeah. Well, just like I did with Best Worst, when I made Troll 2, I would film and go back and shoot be at the office. I'd have someone, I don't, usually a big, if it was a big film, that'd be a different thing, Yeah. If I got a big film offer, I'd definitely strongly consider that. But I'm sure somehow I could manage it. Does that make sense? Yeah, probably could. Make it happen. I'm often open for any opportunity along that line. I've got my dental practice to tend to, which I just love. But there again, going back to your question, though, that's kind of a hard one to answer. I do have to say I've really it took me a while to really get comfortable in the field of dentistry, because it is a very stressful and also challenging, physically challenging profession to be in. And there's a lot more to just the dental technical aspect. As far as the operative dentistry goes, there's the whole aspect of running a business, and that took me quite a few years to finally get that together. And I found that having good team members is the key to having less stress and a lot more fun at going to work. And I have to say now, when a weekend rolls around, I'm excited for Monday to come, because I really enjoy those other team members that are with me, and we really have a good time at work. We laugh a lot, and we carry on, and we'll mention Troll 2 and Best Worst Movie sometimes, and we'll get fan mail here and there. It's fun. Just every week or so, I'll get 2 or 3 fan mails from Germany, and they want me to send them something back. Isn't that something? It's really interesting. One week I got 3 fan mails from Germany alone.
It's kind of cool, because you become like a big movie star, a little corner of the world.
I really have. Yeah, that's really
great about it.
It's strange because, I have, but I haven't. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So I don't hold on to anything at all. I don't make this a material gift for me at all, because it's not. It's more. It will always probably be a surreal situation in the fact that I'll go when I go to a Troll 2 or Best Worst Movie screening. It's just like when I walk in the room. The minute I walk in, if it's at the end of the film and I haven't been in the building before, and they see me, it's like there's a standing ovation.
You're like a god in that environment.
I am, and then I go sign autographs for the next 200 people in the room or whatever. I'll sign autographs and hug people and thank them for coming, which I really enjoy that. But then the ego's just not even there. It's kind of removed from it all, and it's more like it's more like a love. It's more like a love thing going out to folks. Like, hey, you know what I love about you is you've got a good sense of humor, and that's what I think is great about you, sir, is that you enjoy laughter and fun, and more power to that. And let me give you a hug for that, and thank you for enjoying watching me in this film and being a part of my life, and then that's it. And that gives me gratitude in a lot of ways because I'm able to reach out to so many people because I do really feel there's a lot of negative. I was watching Miss America last night, and one of the girls said in the finalists, she talked about there's such negativity in the world today, and reaching out and touching people her way or whatever it was. I thought, that was a really good answer because, I think we do need to spread more laughter and, positive, to make it better for the world. And I think 12-2 and Best Worst Movie are those types of movies that do bring on that for the world, make it a better place.
Absolutely.
It's just fun-loving. And I found that to be not only with 28 to 34, 35-year-olds, but really the broad span. I mean, it's really interesting. But with Facebook, I'm getting, oh, my gosh, that's what's wonderful is, I've got 12-year-olds that write me. I've got 60-year-olds that write me, from a whole broad spectrum of people. That are
you got a lot of Facebook friends there. So.
Oh, probably, I don't even know now.
Over 1,000, I think it was.
I've got 3,000 or 4,000. I know the last count was over 2,000 to 3,000 now. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. And if anybody wants to Facebook me, I never turn them down because, they want to keep up with Best Worst Movie and that. So
it's awesome.
I don't know. The only thing about that is, I don't know about reading all their mails.
We get a lot of them, right?
Well, people, their postings. I don't really understand Facebook that well, the status and all that too well. Michael's trying to get me to tweet a little bit more.
Are you on Twitter?
I am. It's Farmer Waits. Yeah, if anybody wants to Twitter me, they sure can. It's Farmer Waits. Yeah.
Farmer Waits.
Yeah, just all one word. FarmerWaits. Funny.
So can you tell us a bit about the upcoming film you have, Junk and Ghost Shark, a little bit about what they're about and how
Yeah. Well, Junk is about two guys. It's a comedy, and these two guys have a Western feature film that they've made, and they are making it to a pitch at a film festival, and they're presenting it, wanting it to get into a film festival to some people, and they're racing against another group of guys that also have a Western feature as well. So it's this competition and a comedy trying to get their film into the film festival circuit.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it does. And it's kind of funny about Michael Keaton's name, but I think they changed the script, but the actual name of the film at first was called In Search of Michael Keaton. But, and it's called Junk now is the name of the film. And,
how'd you involve that?
Well, Kevin called me. Kevin, out of the blue, Hamadani. Actually, Katie Graham, who was the cinematographer and editor for Best Worst Movie. And by the way, I failed to mention Michael chose two 12-2 fans to edit. If you'll see how well Best Worst Movie is edited, he chose, those were two 12-2 fans that edited, actually, Best Worst Movie. But Katie Graham, Katie called me out of the blue and says, hey, I've got a friend who's got a friend that really just, insists that you be in Best Worst Movie. You've got to be in the film. So, sure enough, I ended up contacting them, and Kevin Hamadani is a huge fan like you are, to 12-2, and loved the Best Worst Movie so much, and he said, you are going to be in my film. I will not take a no. No matter what, you are going to be in my my feature.
So that's the way.
I will not take a no. And then the other part was Michael contacted me and says, George, you don't believe it, but Juliette Warden and Alan Baugh. Juliette is the female lead to The Room, and Alan Baugh is the male lead to Birdemic. He said to me, they're making it in New Zealand, and they want you in a cameo spot for their film. And so what's cool is Juliette, myself, and Alan all three are in a, probably, I'd say a good minute, maybe 2 to 5 minute cameo for Urban Jaws, and so it's really kind of funny.
What is that? It looks like, is it like a Jaw spoof type thing?
Jaw spoof, yes, yeah, way funny. It seems like there's something like the mayor of the city's trying to, I'm not sure, but it's something about this ghost shark that's about to eat the city up or something. The mayor's there's a really bad mayor of the city, and we're in charge of trying to kill him, do away with it. Because he's evil. An evil mayor has something to do with this ghost shark. Yeah. So, yeah, it was actually kind of cool because we Skyped with the director of Ghost Shark 2 when we filmed it. So it was kind of cool because one of the other, there's two directors, but one of the assistant directors flew all the way up from Auckland to shoot with me and Alan and Juliet. And so we shot that day, but we Skyped with the director. It's kind of cool.
Do you know when either of the movies are going to come out?
Yeah, I understand. But I'm thinking, from what I understand, because there's been quite a lot of publicity around both films, that there's good chances that they will hit, both of these films will hit and go for, the big film festivals, Toronto and the Sundance. Either one of those are the ones that are trying to get in. So that's kind of cool. It would be kind of cool if they, So that's what they're shooting on. So it looks like 2012 rather than 11, because Sundance has already gone by. So.
So if anyone's out there want to get you in the movie, they just got to face you. Take no answer.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I would think. It's kind of funny here and there. I get. Every so often someone will write me on Facebook, and but it'll be someone that's maybe in film school or that type of thing, and they're going, well, when I get out of film school, you're definitely going to be in one of my films, no matter what. I want you to be in one of my films. And I met the nicest guy from Mexico, who this guy was wonderful and had a great script, and he wanted me to play the part. It was really actually a pretty intense part where I play a bad guy in the film, and and it's a film about a fellow that I play the mean dad who beats up his son. It's really kind of
a mean dad. I love this.
Yeah, and it's just this cameo where I'm beating him up, his own son, and the son as a child turns into he's disabled, becomes disabled physically, and the fellas the movie throughout the whole thing, the person that's playing the part of the son dreams that he's normal and healthy and alive and whatever, and then at the end of the movie he wakes up and he's in a dream and he's actually disabled. It's a pretty powerful film.
That sounds depressing.
It does sound depressing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it really does. I'm not sure. It's kind of like a Black Swan thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. In all hindsight, though, the reason I kind of was upbeat about that was the fellow that wanted me to be in this film was in Monterrey, Mexico, and they were going to fly me down, and I was going to do a little cameo. And he had trouble getting his camera equipment across the border, so they never ended up filming down in Mexico.
That's a bummer.
So then I think it was kind of a bummer. I would have done it, it would have been fun. Why not go down for a weekend and do a little cameo thing,
A nice little vacation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more in for the experience than anything else,
Yeah.
So but it's kind of funny though, as far as